What's up, beautiful people? DJ G.
I'm sleeping in my mind. Like, keep going.
What's up, beautiful people? DJ Gia here. We got DJ Rich in the building.
What up?
GP Entertainment, of course. Wedding Tip Wednesday, ME. This is 135, and today's topic is romance. Let's go.
Bam. So make sure you guys click, not lit, don't lick. Don't lick. But since we said lit,
since we on this topic,
since we on that topic though, but now make sure you guys click and lick, like, share, subscribe, notify, put the notification button in the corner all about. Talking about romance today. So yes. I want to know, Gia, the reason why I want to ask Gia this is, what is romance? Because a man going to say something different from a woman.
Okay.
And that's why we got to know, what I can't say what romance is, and then that be like the finite answer, like. Yeah. So what is romance first? Let's look at it.
You want to look up the definition?
Yeah. What is romance?
Romance is a feeling of excitement and mystery associated with love.
What? Wait, what's the other one say?
A quality or feeling of mystery, excitement, and remoteness from everyday life.
Man, listen. Man, go ahead, bro. Google's wrong.
Mystery of love.
The mystery of love. I don't know what that means. Well, anyway, what is romance to you? What is? Because now, hold up. Is romance like intimate? Like intimacy? And if we say intimacy, then we're gonna go two different, but way more different.
So this is how I describe romance. Romance, to me, is intimacy inside and outside the bedroom. That's how I simply put it.
Now break this down to me.
Intimacy inside and outside the bedroom. So I'll start with outside because the inside part is pretty easy. So outside meaning...
I'm sorry. So inside...
Inside is...
Okay,
and
so make sure.
I mean, if we want to add the word mystery in it, really being... mystery and love. Really being in tune with what each other likes, what each other wants. If you guys are explorers, just throwing that out there.
No, what's that mean, explorer?
That means if
I'm going to ask dumb questions.
Okay, that means if you want to try new things that you guys haven't done before, maybe do a little something, then boom, 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 whatever the case is.
Christine, my wife be trying to be like, when we stick a finger, I'd be like, bro, I'm not doing that, dog. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, we know, like, we gonna have our, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen,
so that's the thing,
I'll explore, but we not, listen. I'm not.
You know each other's boundaries.
Yeah, you gotta have boundaries, bro.
But I think that's what it's talking about with mystery. Like, you guys are exploring each other. So in the bedroom, well, in the bedroom, you guys are exploring each other. You guys are truly making each other feel good.
So are you saying so again, we're jumping inside from go outside. Sex. All right. So are we saying
setting the mood?
Are we? So we saying mystery? I love your energy right now. Are we saying the mystery is keeping things?
As they say, keeping everything fresh.
Yeah, but it's keeping it like what's the word?
Spontaneous.
Yeah, spontaneous. Yeah, keeping spontaneous. Like that kind of makes sense. That's the mystery part you're talking about. Like, I mean, like, you're not knowing.
Yeah, because that comes with the exploration. Because as you guys mature and get older, things are going to change. You're going to like different things. Okay. And if it stays consistent, you can do the same things in different ways. And can
I ask you this?
Yes.
'Cause we want to get personal.
Okay.
Are you saying if it was never the mystery part of it, would it be romantic?
Okay, I gotta think about that for a second.
Like, I don't think romance is just the action. That's what I'm trying to say. I think what I kind of understand the definition now. Like, keeping it spontaneous makes it more romantic, right?
Mm-hmm. Because even down to how you guys set the room, like, it might be
set the room. What are you talking about?
Like, when we're talking about intimacy and sex, when we're talking about that inside of the bedroom, like, that has to do with the romance.
I keep it 100. I don't do the candles and stuff. Maybe I should start doing that. Maybe I should start doing that.
The mystery. Like, one day, you come in the room with the roses, okay? You got the candles, and they lit, and it smell good. And Christina like, what is this? And you like, come here, babe. Boop, boop, boop.
I know that. That's
theory
funny.
of love.
And let's be clear. Yo, when I've been with my wife technically for 20 years. Right?
That's a beautiful thing.
But no, hold up. But the bad part about that is you get hella comfortable. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so you gotta really address, like, yo, maybe you should. This is why this Wedding Tip Wednesday for us is good. because it allows us not just to say it, but also recognize like, yo, what we may not be doing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, because I tell you, like, it's a lot of things like that I gotta be.
There's so much more that we could be doing, and with intimacy is the I would say the foundation, since we like to use that word a lot, is transparency.
Yeah.
So not being afraid to say, well, can we try this? Can we try that? Or just doing it and opening up that gate. And
let me say this: if you really want to have the best communication, let it start in the bedroom. Like real rap. If you can't,
that's a good point.
I'm being honest. If you really want to have real talk, like if you want to be able to talk to your spouse about anything, have sex talk.
I mean, that's when you're most transparent,
you're most vulnerable.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
that's true. It makes sense.
If you can be vulnerable there, you can be vulnerable anywhere else. Nothing else is really going to matter. Nothing else is really going to matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's inside.
So that's inside.
Bedroom. So I said intimacy inside and outside of the bedroom.
Now let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Which one weighs more?
I think. Okay, that's interesting because that's only making me think twice because of the point you just said. Because I think that intimacy outside of the bedroom is more important because
I believe so.
Because your relationship isn't just sex. There's a million other aspects to it, and so it's important that you guys are grounded with each other. And so intimacy outside of the bedroom is how transparent you guys are with each other, how you guys are connected with each other. Can you read that person's body language? Do you understand what that person is truly saying when they're saying certain things?
Yes.
It's how connected you really are with that person.
Yeah. Because
the more connected you are with that person in everyday life, the more sexy the sex is going to be.
Like we talked
the more
before.
connected you're going to be during sex.
We talked before about it, and I mean I've said it plenty of times. Like if I can't pay bills on time, if I don't know how to get the kids ready for school and those things, that's going to
If you get into an argument, okay, you're not going to really, unless you guys like to have angry sex, and I can't say anything.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But if you're not that kind of person, then if you guys get into like a heated argument, you guys are just on totally different pages.
Yeah.
The sex ain't going to be genuine.
Yeah. So though we're talking about romance, we're talking about affection as well, I guess, right? You're talking about affection because romance is affection. You have to be affectionate. What Gia is saying is affection is, I guess, what are we saying? Like, how are we saying?
I mean, affection is a big part of romance, but that has so many different avenues. For example, just something as simple as taking your partner out on a date more often.
But can we even go but that's...
I'm just giving a very
that's romantic, but can we even go before, like, we go way before that? You know what I'm saying?
Before that?
Like can we go, like, way before that? Not even a romance thing, but, again, talking about... Again, we're building up on, like the bedroom. There's levels to it. That's what I'm trying to say. There's levels to the bedroom, right?
Okay, so are we going back to that? Like, where do you want to start?
So we're talking about. I don't even want to talk about. Again, we're talking about outside the bedroom.
Yeah.
But going on dates can lead to the bedroom, right? Yeah. But let's even go before that. I'm talking about more so accountability, in the sense we're talking about being romantic. You have to know what that person likes you to do, right? Like, think about it. Okay, you hear women all the time say, "Yo, I'm just so tired," right? Mm-hmm. And let's say, low key, what I hear women saying is, what I really am saying is, there's no help around the house. So I've seen like videos on Facebook where they'd be like, these grown videos where like they'd be married and they'd be like, did you put dishes away for me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say.
And then you see the flip side where they'll have the videos and they'll be like, oh, my man's putting away the dishes.
Yeah, let's discuss that for a second.
Yeah.
Not what we already know. Let's discuss getting to that, because we're talking about. I want to talk to the people who've been married for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Not people who are still in the honeymoon stage and all that other stuff.
Okay.
Let's talk to the people who be consistent and know what's going to, if you are losing, you know what I mean? We talked about like
getting too comfortable and stuff like that. Yeah, because when you get too comfortable, that's a big part of your intimacy.
Yeah.
And if you're not keeping that fresh, or if you're not actively working on it, then it's going to affect how you are in the bedroom.
Exactly.
It's all connected, because it's all about how you guys are connected to each other. And so if you're, maybe the husband's doing a lot of chores around the house. Well, I don't know. Maybe the husband's doing everything around the house and the wife is working. I'm trying to just make it different. I don't know. Just trying to like flip flat the pancake a little bit.
Okay.
And maybe she comes home and doesn't talk to you much and just does her own thing, and then y'all go to bed. And so there's no real connection there. And it's like, for you, as the husband, well, can you help out around the house? And then for her, it might be like, well, what else are you doing outside of the house? So it's like these conversations where you guys realize you're not truly on the same page about things, and you guys could be helping each other a lot more as a unit and as a family. And when you have that help, when you're getting that help from your partner and those different things, and you hold that accountability, and you guys are being more responsible, where you can truly lean on each other, that's going to heighten your intimacy outside of the bedroom, heighten your connection, where you ignite that fire again, where the attraction comes back.
Yes.
You start to see your partner in a different light, and so then you can make the bedroom fresh again.
Yes. And so I want to say, my phone going on. I want to say that awareness plays a big role in the romance. Awareness. Again, the A word, awareness. Okay. Now, why do I say this? Because, again, if you don't know your spouse, if you don't know the person that you're with, you don't really, like how they communicate, how they respond to certain things, then the romance it's not going to be what it's supposed to be. It's how aware are you and what they're saying, because that's going to, yes, awareness is communication and how they're communicating, but not necessarily verbally communicating. I'm not talking about verbally communicating, but knowing what a person is saying it, when they're not saying it, body language, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's dope when a woman says, my man understands me. That's what women look for. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And let's be clear. So romance to a man might be physical, or to a woman it might be everything else. Yeah. And that's what we got. That's why I say so. It's more important for us. I'm not going to say it's one-sided. We should also know, the way you should also know how to respond to how we react to certain things versus how we respond. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that takes a lot of learning. A lot of learning and paying attention to your partner, because a lot of times when when we have our busy days and whatnot, like, we might not be paying attention to somebody's body language and realize, oh, something's wrong. Like, it took time for me to learn that. Now, how much time are you saying? Because I'm gonna say this. And I told my wife earlier today. I said, I learned that talking, like communicating, and again, it's all about communication as well. This is like a 3, 4, 5 year in. Like, we talking about a good time of learning somebody, learning how somebody actually talks and how aware they are. You know what I'm saying? I would say to really learn, it definitely took a couple of years, because like we did have a good portion where we were long distance, so I wasn't like around Mike all the time. I said every video you bring us up. Oh. Hi, baby. Yo, Gia, wild bull, yo. But yeah, it took some time. Yo, can we go one video without you bringing it up? All right, we're gonna try starting from this point, even though I already failed. Every video she talking about Mike, like. Well, somehow it ends up relating. Okay. Oh wait, are you hurt by that though? Like. I used to be really hurt by it. Now I'm like 1% hurt by it. God damn, dog. Like, man, to go out and make his money, bro. Like. No, listen. It was. He had to do what he had to do. He just felt like he just left you. Man, you don't understand how much that hurt me when I was young. I feel like it still hurt you, bro. Man, that hurt my soul. We might have to make a video about this. We might have to do an intervention for me. God damn, dog. That hurt my soul. We was definitely like 4 months in. He was like, well. That's crazy. He trying to find himself, find out who he is. I know. And Gia, like, what about me? See, like, that's a whole other topic. And that's selfishness, honestly, because he's trying to find out what his life about. And how old was Mike? How old was he? End of 2012, so and he just graduated college, right? 20, so he was about 23. So he just graduated college, right? Yeah. I just want to make sure, like, we understand, like. I'm not saying I
listen.
Circumstances behind him leaving.
Listen, I was a very needy girl.
That is hilarious.
And I just thought I found a man of my dreams, and then it felt like it was just taken away from me.
Yo, you funny.
Yeah, it was hard. That night he left was hard too. Anyway, what were we talking about? Awareness. Oh, how long did it take for us to come to
know? Yeah.
I definitely say a couple of years.
Like 3 years. It's not an overnight thing.
Probably. Definitely was not an overnight thing.
Listen, I'm saying it's not. I told my wife.
In the beginning of my relationship, I was very selfish.
Me on.
Because I was needy.
On Saturday, I just told my wife that we're 8 years in. I said last year we just started to learn how to communicate. Like that's just real. Like that's real. Like
we're still. Me and my husband too. Like we're not.
Like it takes some time. You know what it is? Honestly, I think also, and we're not talking about communication, but we're talking about romance. But it's certain things. I think because we're still human, we don't want to hurt other people, so we hide certain things. We don't want to say certain things. Yeah. But again, that's why I said
it. And that affects your intimacy because you're not able to be very transparent. So now the question is, inside of the bedroom, how transparent are you really being?
Ooh, so let's talk this. Okay. This is a lot. Let's talk about projection because projection can also be. Now again, women body go through different stages.
Yeah.
Right?
Y'all men don't even know.
And now listen, I apologize for all men, Gia. Even for your husband, because he don't be knowing sometimes. But and the reason why I say that's because we have to understand through pregnancy, through just the time of the month, just life in general, right? Like your bodies are always going through different hormonal stages. Projection is a real thing, and we have to be aware. And we can't. Right. I can't be too. I can be aware, but I can't be too aware where I'm mind reading. So make sure that communication is open to know what's going on and how you feel, because how you feel you can be projecting onto your spouse, and that, again, that's going to affect the intimacy in your you know what I mean? Like the romance that's going on. Because
you could be thinking that your partner is not really into you because maybe she just gave birth or whatever the case is, she's not really feeling sexual right now. Like maybe she's exhausted from trying to raise a child and trying to take care of an infant and get her body together. Like it's a lot, and take care of a house think about the future for when she's going to get back to work and whatnot. Like it's just a lot that that a woman has to go through just for that example in that circumstance. So projection can really turn you into having a selfish mindset. So that's why it's so important that you communicate and you have that transparency, because the more you communicate, the more you're going to learn and be aware of your partner's body language and how they say and what they really mean by certain things that they say and stuff like that. So
we can actually say, we can agree that romance is more so important outside the bedroom. Again, I think we already said it, but we can agree that it's more important outside the bedroom than it is in the bedroom. Yeah. Because without it, like the reason why I know that is a fact is because some people don't have sex once a week. You know what I mean? And so what's keeping you alive? You know what I'm saying? It's the little things that are, you know what I mean? It's not the act of being romantic. Yeah. But it's all the little things that you're doing in between there. You know what I'm saying? That are keeping things on my mind.
Hey.
Feel me?
Okay.
But yeah, all those things. So we hit all that. I think we hit everything. Yeah, that's that. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is DJ Rich from GP Entertainment, 135 WTWME. Let's go.